It is time for the series decider here at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. The third T20I of the Bank Al-Falah presents KFC Pakistan take on South Africa. At the toss, once again 3 out of 3 in favor of Salman Ali Agha, and once again he's elected to have a bowl first.
Trio of changes for South Africa. First look at Pretorius and Simelane in this T20I series. Williams, who played the first T20I in Pindi, gets another opportunity.
For the Pakistan side, a couple of changes on rotation policies. What the captain said, Shaheen Shah Afridi and Usman Tariq, Arain Usman Tariq, will be making his debut in the T20I format, but a very strong, formidable side and coming off a very good win. Gaddafi Stadium, we are all set and ready. It is Shaheen Shah Afridi to Quinton de Kock, and the umpire calls play. Shaheen Shah Afridi into the team, and Shaheen Shah Afridi draws first blood.
His 23rd wicket in the first over of T20 internationals. And he breaks the back of South Africa. Quinton de Kock, he departs. We saw quite a bit of this last night. Another played on delivery for South Africa. Not a huge amount of swing, but more importantly, hitting his line and length and asking the right questions. And that sees the back of Quinton de Kock. And South Africa, 0 for 1.
In at 3, just 19, Luandre Pretorius has already made an impact at the international stage. And he's up against Shaheen Shah Afridi with his tail up. Gone! 2 and 2, Shaheen Shah Afridi has another. The 19-year-old has to go for a duck. South Africa 0 for 2.
Well. The start that Pakistan would have wanted. Not particularly his best delivery, but fortune favors the brave. Luandre Pretorius gets his first opportunity in the series and only gets the 1 ball. There he goes without troubling the scorers. South Africa in trouble, 0 for 2.
South Africa 0 for 2, and in to face the music is young Dewald Brevis. Nicely played, not trying to overhit it, all timing from Hendricks.
That's a good hit. Very good hit. It was way too short, and that was the length he was hoping for, Brevis, and he bounced on it.
Oh, goes again, goes big. Massive 6. Made his own length. He goes back once again, crashes it over the rope. Right. That should be his first wicket, and it's taken at long on. Usman Tariq makes his presence felt straight away. Not being able to do justice to his talent once again, Brevis. Perishing when he was looking good. There is that pause. Skied in the air, hitting the splice of the blade and gone.
Yeah, extra bounce on that occasion. Made the ball again, and very well judged catch from Babar Azam. Once again, South African innings on a halt. 21 was the contribution. It's 38 for 3.
Bretsky is in, strike rate of 118.94. Oh yes, cleaned him up with a beauty. Played down the wrong line. His ability to strike the stumps from almost every angle is pretty sensational.
Pitched the ball up to the batsman and got the pitch responding. Deviation of the surface, and Bretsky had no clue. He departs. Contribution 1, it's 42 for 4. This innings is reeling.
Captain is in. Well, that's the way you play him then. That's a massive six. Really is a strong hit. 50 comes up for South Africa. It's taken a lot of effort to get to a 50, but this is brilliantly played.
Yeah, it was the combination of line and length, which was outside the off stump, and he cleared his front leg to be able to hit the ball aerial and did it efficiently.
Big shot coming. Big shot flies. Exactly what was required. Mighty hit from Ferreira.
Little semi to the leg side to get that ball into the arc, which he was after. He's an absolute powerful striker of the cricket ball.
Decides to go a similar route. Babar Azam does well, but only to then kick it back on to the boundary. So 6 followed by 4. This time he gets it right out of the middle. Ball flies once again. Make that 2 sixes in the over. 19, still 1 to go.
Just outside the off stump, but he's a powerful hitter. And he's not just looking onside, he's looking offside as well.
Belted, but straight into the hands of Salman Ali Agha. Donovan Ferreira was going some guns, but his innings will draw to a close.
Donovan Ferreira, he's made his intentions clear, but it's pace off again. Hitting it right at the bottom of the bat, but this is an excellent catch at mid-off. And it's the captain who completes the dismissal. The South African captain, he goes for a brief 29. South African are 76 for 5.
George Linder makes his way out.
Oh, he's pulled it, and he's pulled it straight to mid-wicket. Fahim Ashraf can do absolutely no wrong with ball in hand.
Back-to-back wickets for Fahim Ashraf. Once again, the change of pace. Well-directed short delivery to start up. And George Linder hits it straight down the throat of Hassan Nawaz. He's got 6 in 2 games, Fahim Ashraf. 2 for 3 tonight so far. And a big wicket also goes for a duck, George Linder. South Africa 76 for 6. The crowd have been thoroughly entertained. 2 nights in a row now. The Gaddafi Stadium sells out. And that will help. Certainly will help South Africa's cause. First boundary in 3 overs and a much needed one.
This time round, picked by Reza Hendricks, but he's picked the fielder at the deep square fence. Usman Tariq, number 2 on debut.
Massively embraced by the captain as well. His first outing in Pakistan T20 international colours. And he gets his 2nd wicket. And an important wicket as well. A little bit of air. And Reza Hendricks not out of the middle of the bat. Great catch on the boundary. Hassan Nawaz does the clean-up job. And take a bow is exactly what Usman Tariq does. Has 2 tonight so far. South Africa lose Reza Hendricks for 34.
Oh no, that is some shot. That is brilliant, absolutely brilliant from the right-hander. Similani there crashing it over cover for a grand 6. Brilliant shot, really a proper cricketing shot over cover for a grand 6. That's gone up in the air. This should be the first scalp for Mirza. Shahinshah Afridi lined it up. He's off the mark in this innings, in this contest as well. Mirza picking up his first wicket. Similani promised a lot, perishing just when South Africa needed more out of him.
Yeah, it's the delivery that has been so impactful, particularly here at the Gaddafi Stadium over the last 2 games. The short delivery, in particular, the change of pace. With great effect again, Andile. Decent hand in 13. South Africa still trailing. 118 for 8.
That's lifted up in the air. Is it going to be caught? He's running in, runs well, catches it. Mohammad Nawaz with a brilliant catch. Really, it was athletic.
He has the change of pace yet again. He has his mid-off in the ring. Lazard Williams giving himself a little bit of room, trying to access the offside. Well, he follows him, and in the end, just scoops it to mid-wicket. Decent catch, and he goes for 5. South Africa, 9 down, 125.
Oh, that's hit beautifully. Straight back for 4. The balance was great. The bat speed was good. Smoothly done. Swings his bat. Oh, that's gone like a bullet. Gets it past Babar Azam at long on. Misses it completely, and they do not take that by as well. So 139 is what they get of the 20 overs. Clearly below par, but something to work with as a bowling side. Remember, this is the all-important final of the T20Is, and so there'll be extra cushion, extra layer of pressure on Pakistan once they come out to bat.
Captain Ferreira with a couple of explosive sixes to get 29 of 14, but it's Bosch that finishes off strongly. 14 runs in that last over and gets them to that, although 9 down, 139, and a competitive score nonetheless on the surface.
I've got to admire the effort of the bowler Shaheen, leading him with a couple of strikes in the first over, 3 for 26 in his 4, 1 for Mirza, 4 overs with an economy of 4, and then Fahim 2 wickets, Usman Tariq 2 for 26 on debut. Just wonderful piece of bowling. Pakistan need 140 runs of 20 overs at 7 RPO. Here we go then.
Yeah, this move has a potential, no doubt about it.
Sabzada makes room, goes up, aerial, gets it past the man at mid-off for a 6, slices it over the rope.
He was aware where the gaps were, and there were no boundary riders. Mid-wicket and a long on for the off-spinner, and that's why he backed away from the stumps and favoured that area over long off.
Sea of people round the dial. We've got to thank them again. We thanked them last night also. And taken at mid-on. So this is the start that South Africans were hoping. Saima Yu will be bitterly disappointed because he looked to be in great touch last night. Not to be tonight. A tame end to this knock.
Yeah, that's what happens when you ball few dot deliveries to Saima Yu. Something has to give. And he attempts a stroke, wasn't able to middle it. Toe end of the bat, a simple catch for the captain.
The most runs by a batsman in T20I. He holds the record now, Babar Azam. Nice, very nice off the back foot. Hammered it past the infield for 4. It's a pull shot, plays it well into the gap for 4. Strong hit. He's looking good after a very good start here, Babar Azam. Cut shot. What a hit that is. It's a great try at point. For a second I thought it was an unbelievable catch, but the try was unbelievable nevertheless. But what a cracker off the bat.
As he got that out of the middle. One bounce into the fence. Knowing fine, square up in the ring, the shot was on. Belted down the ground. Absolutely belted past. Maybe case in point just there as to what Vernon Philander was saying. Just as I say that, that might be the first. That might be the first to spin. It is the first to spin, courtesy the South African skipper. And Saibzada Farhan goes for 19.
Yeah, he's made his intentions, cleared it for on. He was always going to target Donovan Ferreira, but it was the arm ball, quicker in speed. Caught it high up on the bat. And that's an excellent running catch by Metro Breedska out in the deep to conclude the dismissal. Yeah, it's a much-needed wicket for South Africa. It come in the form of their captain. Farhan goes for 19, Pakistan 44 for 2.
Pakistan captain out at 4. Just sometimes one leads to 2. Excellent effort down at the boundary. A favour in Babar Azam's side.
Yeah, it also brings up the 50 for Pakistan.
Oh, that's a bad miss. It'll trickle down to the fence. South Africa doesn't want this accident in the field. Shouldn't allow such easy runs. Well, that's crashed past the mid-off fielder for 4. They absolutely love it, lapping it up. The fans, Babar Azam is striking them good. Beautiful shot, really is a cracking cut shot. A classical cut shot. Don't worry, keep happy. That emoji, and then gets it past the man at cover into the fence. This is heavenly stuff. This really is remarkable batting. Gets to a 50. Raises his bat to the 32,000 people who've largely turned up to watch this guy perform. And it's been magical theatre from a guy who drives the ball magnificently. Back in form, back in touch, and guiding Pakistan home with a lovely 50. That's gone over the infield into the fence for 4. Good thinking. He had lined up that field early on as well. This time it's a bullseye from Babar. 100 comes up for Pakistan. The flags are out. Cut shot. Gets it past the 2 men closely bunched together to stop that shot. He's firing away Babar Azam, and a very, very classy stuff from him.
Beauty personified here in Lahore.
He's gone leg side, and I think he's picked the gap. There wasn't much of a gap between fine leg and deep square, but it's the captain, Salman Aliaga, into the action with a boundary.
That's in the air. Should be taken, and it is. Got into 2 mind, Salman Aliaga, whether to pull it or hit it over. Point.
Yeah, it was a change of angle from Lazard Williams to come around the wicket. But it's just that extra bit of pace. You can see he's been done for pace. Got in onto him a touch quicker, and it's an easier catch for Andili Simalali. And at cover region, well, the captain, he goes for 33, Pakistan 120 for 3. Well, Usman Khan to the crease for Pakistan. It's short, it's picked. Did he pick the fielder? Oh, yes, I think he has. That is a massive wicket, because it's the wicket of Babar Azam.
Yeah, couldn't get the elevation. In fact, that roll of the wrist didn't work for Babar Azam. And that's why the ball went straight to the fielder. And it was nicely held by Hendricks. It's 125 for 4.
To the crease, Hassan Nawaz.
Oh, what a shot that was. How about using the pace? Wow.
Oh, it's short, it was picked. He's trying to go the distance, but once again, it's the short ball that proves to be effective. And for a second time in a row, Reza Hendricks to complete the dismissal.
Yeah, Hassan Nawaz tried to hit the ball aerial, unlike Babar Azam. who rolled the wrist to keep the ball all along the ground, but managed to hit the ball straight to the fielder, the same fielder. But this time around, it went high in the air. Just reward for Williams, who worked so hard in this bowling effort. 5 was the contribution. It's 133 for 5.
Yeah, from the one Nawaz to the second. This is Mohammad Nawaz. He had an excellent outing last night. Oh, it's the short one, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It got dragged under the stumps. It's a dismissal we've seen all too often over the last 2 days.
Pakistan in a strife after losing this wicket. It was a slow delivery. Went with the stroke a bit too early, and how many times we have seen here at Gaddafi Stadium, inside edge onto the stumps. Goes without scoring.
And that seals victory for Pakistan in this 3 T20 international series. Well, it's the 3rd time they get the better of South Africa in a T20 international series, and they've done so convincingly this evening. A complete performance by the home team, with ball first of all setting the tone by that young man, Sayyid Afridi, and then with the masterclass with bat in hand from Babar Azam, taking their team across the line this evening. Yeah, it was a low-run chase, but there's only one name that stands out there, Babar Azam. 68 of 47 deliveries. He formed the partnership with Salman Ali Agha, the captain. That really laid the foundation to get the team across the line this evening.
Yeah, when you chasing a small total, one big partnership does the job. And that partnership between Babar and the captain Salman Ali Agha sealed the fate of this game in favor of Pakistani team.
Well, the South African bowlers, they gave it their all. Not much runs to defend. And in the process, 1 for 30 for Ferreira, 2 for 24. Corbin Boss really being the pick of the South African seamers on this tour so far. And King Williams, 2 for 26.
Yeah, this is the confirmation. Pakistan winning the 3rd T20I convincingly and winning the series 2-1.